Well, first of all, I think in this episode, we are definitely going to talk about more about Andre Onana. We are also going to talk about how Aaron Ramsey is available as a free agent. Should Arsenal sign him? Well, I literally have asked this question. I'm just giving the news part of it. I'm not going to talk much about whether should Arsenal sign him or not on a free transfer. The question is, he's literally earning a lot. Will he take a huge pay cut? Because of course, at Juventus, if you want to continue, even if they're offering new contracts, they would definitely, the fresh terms won't be as expensive as you'd want it to be. So it would be safe to say that Ramsey's Juventus career did not go as planned. And the whole idea is, sometimes when you get a free transfer for a player who's literally of very good value, not every player actually succeeds like that. So Juventus need to understand before signing a new player, they need to get the right kind of things out of it. So not a pre-planned signing, but more importantly, we're also going to talk about how Gabriel Martinelli actually was hyped with Emi Martinez winning against Manchester United at Old Trafford as well. So we're going to talk about that as well. So let's just talk about, first I would want to share a story of Ethan Pinnock. Giles Grimandi shared a story of Ethan Pinnock. He actually plays for Brentford, scored a goal against Liverpool yesterday. 5 years ago, Giles tweeted out that 5 years ago, Ethan Pinnock was playing for his local South London non-league team, Dulwich Hamlet. He'd been released by Millwall at 15 years of age. His journey took him from DHFC or Dulwich Hamlet FC to Forest Green, then to Barnsley, and now Brentford. And Pinnock became a football player, and from that, he's a goal scorer against Liverpool yesterday. What an inspiring story, bro. I mean, I just can't, to put it in Patrice Evra's word, I'm sorry. I love this game, man. This shows a lot of hard work that comes up with it. So talking about, Charles Watts had a word with Gilberto Silva, of course, about a lot of things. One of those things were to talk about the North London derby. So what does he think about the North London derby? He says, this is a very important game for the club, for the players and for the fans. It's important for the players and for Arteta to keep the momentum. To win the derby is always important for the confidence of the players. It's tough to have a start like Arsenal have had this season, but they are recovering step by step. And this is the kind of game that can give you a boost to go further. Everyone has to be motivated to deliver their best and to give everything to win the game. Let's see, I'm positive they can keep the good momentum. And talking about how Thomas Partey can fill in that Patrick Vieira role, he says, everyone knows how important he can be for the team. Having this caliber of player is always good for the players because they trust him, especially in that position where many things are decided. I hope that he's going to be 100% fit to play 90 to 95 minutes and help the team. This is what we expect from big players. In this kind of game, they increase their level of quality to push others. He is somebody who makes a difference on the field. This is what we expect from a player like Partey. So more importantly, talking about Edu also, he actually opened up about a lot of things. Arteta, should the fans have the trust on Mikel Arteta? And also he opened up about how Edu is also one of the things that Arsenal need to think about as well. So that was also spoken about it. So yeah, that was all the update from Gilberto Silva. Good interview. You can check it out on goal.com. It's already available. So let's talk about, wonderful work as always from Charles Watts. Mikel Arteta opens up about Bukayo Saka having some minutes in the Carabao Cup encounter against Wimbledon. He says, Saka was catching up physically because he did not have a pre-season, but I think he's in a really good condition right now. He finished the game pretty strong against Burnley. He came on the other day and looked in good shape. He's such a happy, humble and lovable boy. Arteta also was asked if fans will buy into the project if we win tomorrow, if Arsenal win tomorrow. He says, well, we'll give them another reason to do it. I think they have already done, and they have shown that without the team getting their best results, that is something exceptional and remarkable. But not only that, Mikel Arteta has already sent stark warning about Harry Kane. He says, well, I suffered both ways as a player and as a manager. I think English football should be proud to have someone with his talent and with his quality and as well with consistency. I think what Kane's been able to do over the years in that position in this league is incredible. And the national team has someone that hanging into him. It gives you just the opportunity to compete against any team, because you know that he can win you the game in any moment. And that's a big word in football. So I'm pretty much sure Mikel Arteta is worried, and he wants his team to be worried about Harry Kane's presence as well. So let's see what tonight has to offer for all the Arsenal fans. But more importantly, well, Tottenham have only won once in their last 28 league games at Arsenal. The North London derby at Arsenal has not been too kind for Tottenham at the Emirates Stadium. The bigger question is, what will they do? That's also another thing to talk about. But more importantly, there is a watch along for the North London derby. Let's see what happens. But Adam Rijoiace actually shared this important and very fantastic bit of a stat. He says in that Big 5 European leagues this season, top 2 teams with the most amount of blocks. Tottenham are number 1 in 22.2 blocks, and Arsenal are 22. So 2 teams that are definitely going to block each other's way in the midfield are going to head on for the North London derby. It's going to be awesome. But you know what? BR Football, Bleacher Report Football, actually came up with their own Instagram poll. So the combined 11 Arsenal versus Spurs, they said they compared Thomas Partey with Højbjerg, and Højbjerg received 53%. Really? Okay. Let's not talk about Højbjerg. What is this? Gabriel Magalhaes 25%, Eric Dyer 75%. Gabriel Magalhaes played 2 games this season, and both of them he kept clean sheet. He was an awesome performer in both of them. What did Eric Dyer do against Manchester City? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. This is a joke, fam. I'm pretty much sure Chelsea fans are also voting on this one too for Eric Dyer. And even if they do, like all the rival fans voting for Tottenham and not Arsenal, it's nothing but a joke. Well, Gabriel Martinelli's 3-word message for Emi Martinez. Well, Emi Martinez kept a clean sheet, and Aston Villa destroyed Manchester's not destroyed, but they beat Manchester United 1-0 at Old Trafford. Now, this was really special. It was on the Old Trafford. So, Emi Martinez pulled off a spectacular save to deny Harry Maguire in the first half as well. It's a very, very good game. I saw that. But more importantly, I was actually seeing 2 games together. I was seeing Chelsea, Man City together alongside Manchester United and Villa. To be fair, I think Man City Chelsea was really good. So, Martinelli, Emi Martinez's Instagram page actually posted a comment that he says, "What a player." Of course, the brotherhood and the love was definitely was to be seen as well before. So nothing new here. But it looks like Aaron Ramsey is set for free January move. Ramsey will be let go by Juventus for free in January, with several Premier League sides interested. West Ham, Everton and Newcastle are said to be the leading candidates to make a move for him. Do you reckon now, on a free transfer, should Arsenal get Aaron Ramsey? Let me know in the comments, guys. And Inter target Leno. Now, according to Rijoiace, it looks like Inter are really wanting to pull off Bernd Leno deal from Arsenal. That's really cool. And Inter also want Andre Onana, according to Giuseppe Marotta. This is really crazy. So speaking to DAZN, Beppe Marotta said that even if the transfer market is closed, we know that the sports director is active. It is evident that several players are being followed. Onana is an interesting goalkeeper. So that's the crazy part, but let's talk about more stuff. Let's talk about Albert Sambi Lokonga. Well, Kevin Campbell believes Lokonga would be a perfect player for the North London derby. He spoke to the Highbury Squad podcast. He said, "How else does a young international, supremely gifted, get ready for the North London derby other than playing it? He can play against Chelsea and all the others. Why is he not ready? He's ready. He is more than ready." So according to Kevin Campbell, Albert Sambi Lokonga is more than ready to face in Tottenham in the North London derby. But more importantly, Charles Watts has clarified and actually opened up about Arsenal actually and really wanting to sign a striker in the upcoming transfer window. So discussing on this matter on his YouTube channel, he says that it just feels like the time is right, probably to move on, Arsenal to freshen things up in the forward line, bringing in a new one in the summer. I'm utterly convinced that there will be the priority signing for us in the summer transfer window will be a striker. Probably a central midfielder as well, but definitely a striker. So a central midfielder and a striker is what is going to be targeted in the upcoming summer transfer window. But I'm not expecting anything in January for sure. With this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you see daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. Cheers.